So, what is up, guys? Lately, I've been in this like meal prep vibe, and today I'm going to show you how I get this chicken ready for the week. So, first things first, I want to clean out my sink because we just can't have a dirty sink while we're trying to cook chicken. And then I'm going to clean the chicken. Now, I've always been taught that the first thing to do is to thaw it out in cold water, let it naturally thaw out. Normally, it would take about 20 to 30 minutes, 45, but you just want to get it completely thawed out. Right here, you see me like separating it, kind of like I let it sit for like 5 minutes and then kind of started breaking apart the pieces that would naturally fall off, you know? So once I finish that off, I'm going to continue to let the chicken sit there and completely thaw out. Once they're completely thawed out, then I'm going to go through and clean them. So it's just a matter of like making sure your chicken is thawed out before you start cleaning. And there are some people that choose not to like clean their chicken with baking soda and apple cider vinegar, but I was raised by my grandma and that's what we do. So right here you see me like peeling off the little skin pieces, which it triggers me because it's like so gross and like just like that's just nasty. But I'm taking off all like the little parts that I don't want to cook with, and then you see me put the baking soda over it. This is honestly like the most satisfying part to me because it just looks so cool. So baking soda and apple cider vinegar create like a reaction, and that reaction boils like you see, and it literally cleans out all the yuck, the gunk, and the buck that is on your chicken. And I learned this from my grandma probably when I was like 14, 15, ever since it was kind of like my job in the family or as a child to clean the meat. This is how we've always done it. And to me, I think it's one of the best natural ways that you can do it. They do have like cleaning solutions that you can buy in store that is for your food, but good old baking soda and apple cider vinegar will always do the job. Do you just see that? See how clean and nice and just ready to be cooked they look? It's just crazy. So I'm gonna rinse those off and prep them to be seasoned and put together. I'm also like, you see me like cleaning off the sink. I have this OCD thing where I have to keep cleaning as I go, especially when I'm cleaning meat or especially when I'm dealing with meat. I have to clean as I go. So every 20 seconds, once I finish a step, you'll see me cleaning off this counter because it's just nasty to have chicken juice all over your sink. We just don't want that. So I'm using Dawn, which is one of my favorite brands, and I'm making like a little soap bath so that I can then wipe down the counter one more time. So yeah, just a whole bunch of wiping and cleaning and cleaning and wiping. So after I finish cleaning the sink, I move on to prepping the chicken for seasoning. Now, this is the most important step, guys. If you skip this step, then your chicken seasoning will not stick. The key to getting flavorful, juicy chicken is to make sure the chicken skin is dry before you add the seasoning. And I learned this about 4 years ago, and it has completely changed the way my chicken comes out, or any meat that I'm cooking with comes out. So go through, take your time, and dry out every piece of chicken. Make sure that all the excess water is off of it. Then, when you add in your oil and all your amazing seasonings, that chicken will stick to that seasoning so well and it won't go anywhere. Now, I'm just adding in all my favorites. I'm a salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and then the Cajun in me has me a lot of times messing with different Louisiana seasoning, Cajun seasonings, a little Old Bay, a little Lawry's. You know, you just saw the Old Bay, a little paprika. You know, I've really been into garlic paste over garlic powder lately. So sometimes I'll use garlic paste instead. But anywho, you can season this chicken how you want. The world is your oyster. You could really do as you want. This is just kind of some of my favorites. I always tend to add like a 7 spice that I get from the multicultural stores. And then paprika is a big part of everything that I cook with too, as well as these herbs. Like I'm a good oregano, thyme, basil, rosemary type of girl. So after I add in this paprika and some more Cajun seasonings, because come on now, the spicier the better for me, I'm gonna start mixing it, and then I'm gonna add in some Worcestershire sauce, and I've been loving this sauce for like the past couple of months on my chicken. It's just been doing something. It's been adding like a little soy Cajun vibe. I can't really explain it, but it's been so good. Now, this last step is the most crucial because right now we're trying to make this meal to last us the whole week. So I want to put the oven to like 250, something real low between 185 to 250. And I'm gonna use a foil pan to throw all my chicken in there. You see, I like to add bay leaves, so I'll do that and then add some more bay leaves on top of the chicken and then put it in the oven to cook slow for 3 hours. And when I say 3 hours, I mean 3 hours, right? Because we're putting it on like no more than 250. Normally, chicken cooks generally 25 minutes at 325. So us putting our chicken so low and cooking it over a course of 3 to 4 hours is really going to allow it to be fall off the bone. And I love that, and I prioritize that because again, we're going to be using this for the whole week. So I plan on having a couple of pieces at our drumsticks. I want to shred some of it and make chicken tacos. I want to use some and make like a rice dish, you know. So I want to make different variants with this chicken. So making sure that it's cooked slow, roasted is so important. All right, so this is my first check after 3 hours. You see that it's coming together. It looks so good. Oh my goodness. So you see it's starting to, you can feel the pull apart vibes. The juice is starting to get pulled out of the chicken. So we're on the right path. So I'm going to put it in there for like another hour, hour and 20. By the time I take it out this time though, it's going to be giving what it's supposed to give. So you can look at the chicken too. Okay, so the chicken is coming along. This is the second check. From the first one, you can tell like it's definitely getting there. It's a lot more roasted. You see the skin is starting to brown in different places, and you can also see how the fall apart vibes are on 100. So everything is going as it should. I'm gonna put it back in the oven for a final roast. When I pull this chicken out, y'all are gonna understand what I'm saying. So throwing this back in probably for another hour, and then I'm pulling it out so we can get straight to it. When I tell you this is the best meal prep meal that I've made thus far, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys because it has been so versatile. I mean, chicken and rice, quesadilla is just drumsticks, salad and chicken. I mean, any variants of it I could get, I'm making. It's so quick, it's so easy. I mean, you can do it yourself. It has been revolutionary to my meal prep game. So I'm encouraging you guys to head in the kitchen and prep this for the week. You will not be disappointed.